God, I wish I had some music for this. The championships are settled. There's nothing to lose but your dignity and your league license, and the one we've all been waiting for, the jewel in the crown, the second running of the Assetto Friends Indianapolis 250. This is the race everyone wants to win, and the race anyone can, but there are legends afoot. Lowy and Jacques Olivier, our Season 6 champion, among many others. Mic quality's bad. Why you just ruin my intro? Am I running the wrong mic?
Is this any better? Let's get this sorted now. Is this any better? Yeah? Yes? Okay. Cool. It was on default. I've got no idea what the default was, but I'll take it. Anyway. So, we are currently under qualifying. They've been going around for about 50 minutes now. It's a solo quali, so we won't have any... you won't be able to see any cars going around the track. But in true dramatic fashion, let's try... if I turn, I can turn the mic down. I can't turn. I don't think I can adjust the mic, the gain down. Actually, what I can do is just unplug and replug my thing again. Is this any better? Testing, testing. Okay, I'm going to keep going on regardless. Let's take you through the drivers. Okay, I'm going to fix it. Testing. Oh, let's... Testing. How's this? It'll be different because it's my old mic. But I'll take it, I guess. What, different? Worse? How about now? I haven't used this thing in so long. I have to bring it right close to me. Do that. Boost the audio. Good quality. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. Let's do this. Let's take it through the drivers we have on the grid for today's Indy 250. First up, Denike. Yeah, Ali Khartouja ran towards the front in the Daytona 250 and at the Daytona 250 attempt earlier on in the season, and also again somewhat languishing down the field in the road courses, but he's here and he's ready to go. He is currently P7 in the field. Then we have Bimythic, River Racing driver, who's just managed to crack into the top 10 of the last race at the Daytona 250, so he's got some good pace on ovals, currently P12 in the standings. Jacques Olivier, the AF1 Season 6 champion, now confirmed. He's currently scheduled to start P4, but it is very tight up the front of this grid. Then Matti Lebiak, I want to call him the up-and-comer, I suppose. He had a podium in Daytona 250, and also a couple of some really good performances early on in the season. Jake Wilson has been very strong on ovals. He's in a well-known alliance, but with the Poor Energy racing cars. But so far, the results have not been able to give anything to show for it. Felinix, the challenger in the championship. A bad run at the Daytona 250 cost him his final chance at the AF1 title. Then we have Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Jens says hi stream. Then we have Juan Manuel Gutierrez. He's been a bit crap. Miguel Costa has had some points finishes this season. In the seemingly updated, he's in the high performance automotive car. Roman Nesh, driving for the Wolf Team Racing stable of one of the stables. He's looked strong at certain events this season. Mix Troll, Jake Wilson's teammate in the other Squeaky Wheels car, looking He's had his moments as well. He's currently P8. In fact, he's looking really. It's probably the strongest event of the season, maybe barring Daytona. Ludwig Eriksson, Rubber 9, the almost won the championship last season. In fact, won the last race of the previous season. And also, did he win? I think he won the last race out in Daytona. No, he didn't. It was Jake Feemster. Lucas Weber, Ali Yardimja's teammate. He had a real shot at the Daytona 250 last week, but struggled with, crashes. He kept crashing, and has really struggled with the road courses as well. Lowy, he is undefeated this season in all the races he's taken part in, which, to be fair, is only 2, but still, and he's looking really strong. But he is still half a tenth down from this guy, Jake Feemster, currently on pole, and also won the Daytona 250 2 weeks ago. He is the hot favourite for this race. Crab Paulson, Lowy's teammate, was Arda's teammate, now Lowy's teammate, after Lowy switched with Arda. Crab Paulson has had some good results, but he's looking especially good here today at the Indy 250. Currently in P3 with just under 2 minutes left in qualifying. And finally, Daniel Wolf, the driver running the Wolf Team Racing franchise, let's call it. He looked strong in practice, but he's currently qualified at P9. There's a minute and a half left in qualifying. After this qualifying session, we will get a Fast 9 qualifying session. The top 9 drivers will go through to a Super Pole style shootout. They'll each get a warm-up, an out lap, a warm-up lap, and a hot lap to set their fastest time. Then they'll have an in lap, and the next driver will go. Luckily, we'll be able to see them going around the track for that. And then following that, we have the all-important 100-lap shootout for the season finale of AF1. The Indianapolis 250. The second running. The first winner, Reynaldo Ido. We didn't even make it to 250 miles in that race. I think we finished... We got as far as about 2/3 distance, I think. Yeah, about 2/3 distance before the server died for the third time, and we went, okay, let's just end it. I can't believe Jens is saying I need to be a little bit louder. I've never been told that before in one of these streams. I don't know what's going on with my mic, so let's take. Oh, my mic almost gets knocked over. I'll try and fix it in the break between qualifying and Fast 9. But for now, it's Jake Feemster. There's 10 seconds left in this qualifying session. You see the times on the top left of your screen, or the left-hand side. Jake Feemster has a half a tenth lead over Lowy. There are very few people on the track right now. Mick Stroll's the only person that could probably change that. In fact, let's see, Mick Stroll is currently on 10.2 in the first sector. He's gone back to the pits. So Nesh and Costa might still be on a lap. I'm not quite sure. They're the only two drivers who are still on track. Roman Nesh P15, Miguel Costa P17. They're coming around turn 3 at the minute. They're not setting the timing screens alight. They're not setting personal bests even. So with one corner to go, Nesh has pitted. Miguel Costa is going to be the only one to finish the lap. He's on a 40.1 at the minute, and he does a 40.4. So that is your grid. Jake Feemster takes pole for the Indy 250. Lowy will start in second place. This could be a very good finish to this season for Turkish Torpedoes. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes for the Fast 9. How about now? Any better? Oh wait, wrong mic. How about now? Is this any better? I need to... How's this worse? How is it worse? I hate microphones. They're such a faff. Also, who the hell's been messing with the stuff? I can't even get the Assetto Corsa thing anymore. I'll have to take that for now. There we go. First onto the track will be Felix. Except it shouldn't be, because he didn't start. He wasn't P9, nor was Daniel Wolf, right? Like, I've forgotten. How does it sound now? Is this any better? There we go. I've had to do some noise suppression. Hold on. Now, in-game sound I can provide. Daniel Wolf will be up first. So we'll go on board with him. He'll have an out... so he's on an out lap at the minute. Then he'll have a warm-up lap. And then finally, a hot lap. They should be approaching 380 kilometers per hour by the end of this lap. So away we go. Daniel Wolf will get us off in the... will start us off in the Fast 9. Little tap of the wall there on the one and only hot lap so far. Coming out of turn 1. Through to turn 3. Say 23.7 so far. Low 39s should put you in a really good position. Here he comes to the yard of bricks. It's a 39.8. It was slower on his hot lap than it was on his warm-up lap. So a 39.7 to start us off. Next up will be Mick Stroll, who's coming out of the pits now. Something tells me this is going to take far less time than we're expecting it to. Now Mixtrol onto his warm-up lap. Again, approaching 383, coming towards turn 3. Keeps it just above the white line there. Could be taking a little bit more toward getting a bit closer to the wall through turn 3, and a little bit again through turn 4, but not as much. Here we go on to the flying lap for Mixtrol. His one and only lap. Through turn 1, approaching 385 kilometers per hour and topping out in 5th gear. I suspect these guys aren't even using 6th gear. Mixtrol is already faster than Daniel Wolf after just the warm-up lap. Has Mixtrol found any more time? Yes, he has. He's found a 10th over Daniel Wolf's hot lap. Ali Yardimjer coming out the pits now to start his out lap. 1 corner left for Mixtrol. It's another purple 2nd sector. So this could be a really strong lap from Mixtrol. Could it be enough for a low 39? It's a 39.305. That's what we'd be sort of expecting from the lower reaches of the Fast 9, but who knows what will happen when these guys only have 1 attempt rather than 1 hour to attempt. Ali Yardimjer coming through turn 3 now on his out lap. Now on the wall lap. Let's hope he keeps it out of the wall. You've got to keep it out of the wall if you want to get the lap going. Damage will kill your entire run, even if it is on... There is a 6th gear, they're just not using it because they're not getting that fast. Maybe they'll use it in the slipstream. That might be the strategy here. Through to turn 4, and here we go to start on the hot lap. I should note I have a can of cider with me. I will get a little... I'm quite a lightweight, so I might get a little tipsy by the end of the stream. Ali Yardimjer, 39.505 on his warm-up lap. He is 2 or 3 hundredths down after the 1st sector. This will be enough for P2. Yeah, I'm a lightweight. I know. I don't drink often. I used to be able to get tipsy off of like 2 or 3 shots. Now it's 1 cider. Delicious. Final corner. About a 10.5 down now. Pulls it back in the final sector to within a 10th, but it's still only enough for P2, a 39.367. Next up will be Felix. Towards turn 4 to start his warm-up lap. This is feeling a lot like AF1 Season 5. Topping out in 5th gear, coming towards turn 1 on his own, on only his warm-up lap. Can his warm-up lap perhaps be faster? No, not quite. A 10.049 in that 1st sector for Felix. I'd expect a 39.5 again from this lap, but he needs to be up there. Did I just see 3 9s? 390 something. I don't think that was right. Mixtrol's top speed was half a kilometre an hour faster at 381.56. Let's see how Felix compares on only his warm-up. Over the line is already faster, 39.2. Felix doesn't even need this lap if he doesn't want to. It's a 39.241. That's pole by 6 hundredths. He's still going faster. He's found even more time in that 1st sector. It's a 10.005. We've seen people into the 9s in that 1st sector. Jack Olivia heading out the pits in the meantime. It's another purple sector for Felix in the 2nd sector. 1 more corner. Look conservative coming towards turn 4. Oh, he's not even doing it. He could have made the lap. He could have made the lap. He could have made the lap and gone even faster, but didn't. As you say, yeah, it's Fast 9, but also there's me and Jens and Lipsy in here as well, who all sort of stream or race control a safety car. So Jack Olivier on to his warm-up lap. Will Felix regret not taking that second hot lap? It's still a 39.241, still a very strong lap. But we've seen 39.0s. The top 4 all got in the 39.0s or 39.1s. Let's not be starting shit now, Ben, please. Now, coming round to finish the warm-up lap. Over the line, it's already a 39.283. It's already beaten Mick Stroll and Ali and Daniel Wolf. But can he go faster? I reckon he can. Jack Olivier has found it's a 9.996 in the first sector. He can go for... He can push. And he may just be able to take pole here. Keeps it very tight through turn 4. Looked like he lost a little bit there. But coming to the line, it seems like he's lost in the second sector. But he does go pole by a quarter of a tenth. It's a 39.218. Next, Ludwig Eriksson from Macca Racing. I said the championships were decided. I meant just the drivers' championship. The gap in the teams is still is 19 points between Macca Racing, which is Ludwig Eriksson, and Ludwig Eriksson and Jack Olivier, and Lucas Racing, who I forget who they are. It kept changing. Hold on. It's Felix is one of them, I think. Oi, bugger off, Polly.
No, I'm bored. I'm done with quali. I did a bad lap.
Felix and Jake Feemster.
Yeah, Feemster.
All of those drivers are in the Fast 9. We are going to wildly have overestimated how long quali is going to take.
Yes. Certainly seems that way.
Because we're going to have like at least 15 minutes, about 14 or 15 minutes of just like, what do we do?
Better than not having done.
So that's Ericsson, who's done his warm-up lap, and again he's up to P3, half a tenth off. First sector time is a 9.983. That's matching Jack Olivier in the first sector. This is going to be bloody close. As Crab Paulson comes out the pits. All right down there. Looked like he had to correct it a little bit. It looks like the rear end was stepping out a bit, but he has found half a tenth. Coming to the line for Ludwig Eriksson. Is this going to be enough for P1? Surely it will be. And it is by 3/4 of a tenth. A 39.144 puts him on pole position. Crab Paulson will be next as he comes round to turn 3 on his outlap.
What I want to see is Feemster and Lowy.
That will be the titanic battle that we're all waiting for at the end of this thing. And they will come after this guy, Crab Paulson, who starts his warm-up lap now. I've got that right, yeah. Just Lowy and then Jake Feemster. No real dramas in this session so far, other than Daniel Wolf not being able to beat his warm-up time and Felix deciding not to do a hot lap.
Oh.
He only did his warm-up lap, but he was still really fast. It's enough for P3, but he was going faster on his hot lap, but he pitted.
He also went early, so I think he's just missed up the instructions somehow.
It seems that way, yeah.
I don't know if he's listened too well in the VC, because I know he can speak English like well, so...
Here we go then, Crab Paulson onto his warm-up lap. I wouldn't normally care about the warm-up lap, except for the fact that he's already got to P2 at 39.197! It's already P2 on his warm-up lap. Can he go even faster on his hot lap? Warm-up laps aren't normally that important, but here it clearly is, because you're fast. He's purpled the first sector, 9.970. That is about a tenth, about a hundredth and a half faster. He's lost 9 thousandths. He had to correct a little bit through turn 3. Went really deep. Although, actually, to say that, it is still purple in the second sector. Ignore that timing at the bottom. Coming to the line, this could be pole position for Crab Paulson now. it's not. He missed that by 9 thousandths in that final sector. It's a 39.153. That puts him on the front row at the minute. The man, the myth, the legend, the Austrian awesomeness that is Lowy is up next. Prepare for something amazing. That's a terrible lap. 15 minutes, 59 seconds. That's awful. Through to turn 2 now. He is down a little bit. A 10.039 through this first sector. When I get a sec, I'll find the info on how long it's been since Lowy last lost an AF1 race. A 13.378 in the second sector is a very decent time, but it's not quite going to be enough. It could be enough to put him into P4, maybe P5 after this warm-up lap. P4 it is, a 39.240 on this warm-up lap, so here we go for the full thing. How much more time can Lowy find? Right to the wall on the outside of turn 1. It's a 9.981, he's slightly off. But he's there or thereabouts. It's about the same sector 1 time that Jack and Livier did. Thank you, Crowfinitum, for following. Sector 2 time coming up. He is slightly down on Ericsson, a 13.351. 1 corner to go. Is this going to be enough to put Lowy on pole, or is he going to end at P3? To the line. It is in it by 3,000th of a second. A 39.141. 3 thousandths. So there's only one man that can stop the man that is Lowy. And that is Jake Feemster. Warm-up lap starting now. Didn't even set a top speed. In fact, Lowy is probably the slowest of the top 5, top 6 in fact, in the speed trap. Interestingly. Jake Feemster's time at 10.004. There are some stunning sector times, really consistent. It's amazing that these guys can just go out and bang in a lap, bang in a super fast lap in 1 attempt. Or 2 attempts in some cases. But here we go, Jake Feemster's one and only, well, or second and last attempt at a pole lap. Oh, it's already over! It's already over! Jake Feemster's on pole! I didn't even expect that. Now that is how you beat Lowy. It's like in that movie where we go, okay, we shoot on 3. 1, 2 and fires on 2. Jake Feemster has already taken pole. This is just a victory lap for him now. Is Jake going to trounce him even more? Be the only person to go into the 39.1s perhaps? Through the final corner we go. He's purpled that first sector, certainly. It is an improvement. It's a 39.098. Jake Feemster will start on pole for the Indy 250 by 1/2 a tenth over Lowy. With the top speed, the only driver to beat 383 kilometers an hour at top speed. And we have like 17 minutes to kill until the race starts. Oh, okay. In the meantime, then let's start off. When was the last time Lowy lost an AF1 race? He didn't do any race in season 5, so the last time he raced was in season 4, which takes us back to about January. Just. See, the last time Lowy raced was Monza season 4, which was the race after the Imola demise. So the last time Lowy lost an AF1 race was the Austrian race in season 4, which was round 3. I can get the date roughly on when that was in a second. Lowy has been undefeated in AF1 since October 2020, rather. October 2020. That is insane. But he is not on pole. That honour goes to Jake Feemster. I'll also say Lowy, let's see, the time before that Lowy lost the race, which is when I'll sort of say, okay, this next fact. Since May, I think, no, even April of 2020, that's 14 months, Lowy has lost a total of 3 AF1 races that he has entered. And won, let's see, 6 in Season 3. He won 4 in Season 4? 4 in Season 4, so he's won 12 AF1 races out of 15 since April 2020.
I've come to fuck with you. Way, Juan's here too.
I was going to move into League Race and just talk to people in there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll do that instead. Hey guys, because I've got like 10 minutes to kill, and I am not good at ad-libbing. Hi.
You were right. We should have made it shorter.
Thank God I didn't. Thank God we didn't set it at 40.
We could have just skipped.
How many BM ads can we fit in that time?
We can't skip.
We can't skip. If we skip, we lose the results.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Definitely do not skip.
Oh yes, he says.
Actually, hold on a second. Hold on.
The fast line.
How
I was
different?
P14.
How different is the front of the grid from
I think
the
it's
actual
the exact
qualifying?
same.
Rubber jumped up. That's it.
If it's the exact same,
And I fell down.
and I'm going to double check this now, so I'll do this now. So see,
Yeah.
It isn't the
Seems
same.
to
though.
Lowy,
Mixed
Paulson.
Troll gained a position and Rubber gained a position.
oh yeah,
Lowy
Paulson and
was
Ericsson
lower.
switched round, then Olivier, Felinix, and then Mixtrol and Ali switched round.
Aw, only
Can some- can we-
25%?
Can we all remember that?
I don't
Why?
think we should. I don't think we should do that. Let's
Don't
just
try.
wait.
Just wait. Other people.
Also, just
But
Other
literally,
people are
we could
now
just
gone.
we could just cancel this quali session,
No,
delete
because other
it,
people.
and then use the
other
results from qualifying.
Other people are now like.
Yeah, they're taking a break, so
Let's just wait.
get some.
Okay,
speed into it.
okay, that's fine.
You
That's fine.
stop with boats.
And we like to see you suffer.
I know.
That's the main reason.
Also, Josh, you
Revise,
might wanna
George.
look at the servers.
That's why we're here. Let's see. Driver that set the most laps in qualifying, Lucas Weber with 58 in a 1 hour session,
Damn.
followed by Lowy with 53.
Top 9 quali? Question mark.
I-
Questionable, Lucas.
Lucas improved his lap time. I was just, 10 milliseconds away from him. In the end, he improved. So
Yeah, the bad thing I had a lap fast enough for the top 9 on the Delta like twice, but I just couldn't replicate it and I fucked both up. Turn 4.
Your issue.
I couldn't go any faster. Well, I could go 1 millisecond faster because Ladiak was just 1 millisecond in front of me. But yeah,
Aha. Get fucked.
Jens, don't forget to not cross the line.
What?
Don't forget to not
Yeah.
cross the line if you're driving out. Actually,
All right.
do some donuts or something. I don't know. Let's have something for the stream to have on,
Yeah.
to look
I'm
at on
coming.
the stream.
Do something
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, open your lights and do some donuts. Come here, Jens. Just go. Come here. Let's be together.
I'll set turbo 200 first.
Anybody else? Just come here. Do some donuts.
Go on board
Might
with
as well.
Rush. Go on board with Polly.
I don't think this car can do donuts.
you
I can. You just have skilly
You
shoes.
got to turn
definitely can
got to
do
turn
donuts,
TC off or
'cause-
something.
I did it
Oh,
in
there you go.
AF2, so
Also true.
definitely can.
Also AF3. Saxon.
There you go. Holy shit. Those are good
He's doing
donuts.
He's doing it. Look at him go.
Josh, can we get an F3 camera for this?
F3 camera for this.
Rubber will get penalized.
Nothing.
Penalty for
Should this be like an end of season tradition or something? Just like.
You totally missed me and Rubber and I think it was
But
Full
I just
Enix
got
doing
proper
donuts at
cameras.
Daytona. We had great donuts going. By the time you switched to it in the broadcast, I was out of a tire.
Oh, I just remember
Yes.
the incident on the map. I
It's
remember
Daytona
looking
tradition
stupid.
and Josh missed it.
Oh, we're getting more and more views on this.
Is someone going to drink milk at the end of the stream?
They-
We have a
When they
win.
win. You gotta
Yes,
do
I
it if
will.
you win.
I won't win, but I will drink.
Live timing collisions are going crazy.
Which time do you think the race will be? 2 hours?
No. Hour and a half.
Oh,
No, of course not.
It's an hour and a half.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that's without
Oh, that's
caution.
that's longer than.
To be fair, if we don't have any cautions, hold on.
Lips, do you want to do the driver's briefing?
Yeah, yeah, we can do that. I mean, I don't know if everybody's here though. That's the thing.
Yeah, we.
Without cautions, it should be about an hour and
Yes,
10.
Shouldn't Jens and Lipsy do quali laps just so they're ahead of us?
Doesn't matter.
I'm just
No,
gonna
because it'll
teleport
mess up
anyway.
the it'll mess up the grid. It'll mess up the grid.
Yeah, I
okay.
don't want to fuck up anything.
Yeah, I spent a nice time into the stream.
So I literally can't drive because I don't have my wheel.
Who's our member back was on the...
Oh,
Lipsy,
Yeah.
go do
Yes.
like read AF1 rules.
Yeah, but I don't know if everybody's here.
But we don't have time after this.
Hey, now it's like a
Yeah,
let's
okay,
play.
What is that mustache?
Okay, so I'm just gonna fly over the rules real quick. So remember that we don't have blue flags for our oval races, so there are no blue flag rules. However, you have to respect each other, obviously. Use your mind and be patient. Do not bump draft. Race control can force you into the pits when you do. The driver that makes it 3 wide into a corner and causes a collision will always be at fault, even if he did not cause it, or because of the 3 wide forces someone into a mistake. Between corners you can only change your line once, while side by side you can change. You cannot change lines nor squeeze someone else. When you get on the apron, you must rejoin on the next straight, not in the corner. You cannot overtake outside the white lines. Race control can decide to force someone into the pits or kick the person when the ping is above 300 ms and causing conflicts, or for any reason without discussion. It's an instant drive-through if you take overtake before the line on a restart, by the way. So that's just a heads up. Safety car can be brought out in an accident involving 4 or more cars or 3 or more in a corner. Yeah, sorry.
By the way, can everyone go back to the pits and not like actually set a lap?
I'm reversing. Also, I'll go back to the pits before the line. No.
Okay.
Just go now.
The safety car will drive at 200 kph or 124 miles per hour. When the safety car is deployed, the leader will do 200 kilometers per hour or 124 miles per hour, and the people behind can do whatever speed they want, but must show a clear reduction in their speed. When they catch up to the leader, they should do the same speed as the leader and keeping at least a 2 car length distance. The driver behind is responsible for that and will take the blame in a collision. The race control will give the green flag after a safety car. Actually, no, Jens will give that himself. At the restart, the safety car will drive to the front. After Jens says so, the leader starts rolling, and then the others. Safety car will do 2 formation laps, and after that, the green flag will be given by race control. That's the same as on safety car restart, so after a safety car period. You cannot overtake before the start-finish line. Wait.
Why did you leave?
Did Rubber leave?
No, I got disconnected.
Well, if he. By the way,
He's still on the list. It shouldn't change the results, right?
Well, if
Hope not.
If it changes, it's his problem.
And my internet just died. Okay.
How is it my problem?
Cool.
Oh no.
Also, okay, very important.
No.
Go a maximum of 200 kilometers per hour. When in pit exit during a safety car, driver coming out of the pits has the responsibility to rejoin and take position where they are at the pit exit line stated in AF1 info. Please take a look at that if you haven't already.
Wait,
If alongside,
say that again.
when you pit under a safety car, when you come out, you have to take the position where you come out of the pits on the red line that is in F1 info.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know. I didn't get context, so now I know.
And if you go out between the leader and the safety car, you can lap the safety car. Is that it? If you're lapped.
That's on where you are coming out of the pit.
If you get out ahead of the safety car.
Yeah, if you're behind the safety car, you have to slot in where the red line is. So at the position where the red.
If you
Even if you're lapped.
If you're lapped, you get behind the car that you are next to at the pit exit line.
Oh, yeah. So if you're lapped,
you are directly after the safety car, then you may overtake safety car because safety car picks up the leader.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That was my question.
in voice.
One question. Are pits closed upon full course yellow?
No.
You can go in anytime.
And just for clearance, look at the right at the pit exit line, and the guy, if the guy next to you is alongside you, you slot in behind them. Clear?
What if I can tell I was a nose ahead?
Then it's your gamble.
Gotcha.
But there's a rule per car you are mistaken, it's 5 seconds.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just take it safely, I guess.
Okay, but if you're not sure and you let it by, you wouldn't get a penalty if you were wrong.
What to say?
Oh no, of course not. No.
If you should have
Nobody would
gone in
report
front
that.
of in front of the car, but you let it by because you're not sure, you wouldn't get a penalty.
No, that happened a lot at Daytona. That's totally fine.
Okay.
If you can figure it out yourself, then just do it. I guess if you want to let somebody by or something.
Okay.
Is there more to
Yeah. So in voice chat there will be no screaming or any nonsense at Lucas. We can give drive-throughs for that. Yeah, that's
all right. Server will be dead. Soon enough.
Gonna die, actually.
Yeah,
It
it's gonna
will
die.
die in 15 seconds, and then we will go on.
Oh, I think Josh was eating beans on stream. Just
Yeah,
I
but
was very briefly. I was eating singular beans at a time.
Singular beans, huh?
I think I'm going to do this race like on cam, maybe.
Oh god.
I'm going to commentate with me on camera so you can see how I actually react.
Please.
Yes, please
do that.
Just make yourself small. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've already got to know it's really small in the corner.
Silence. You can leave now. The race will, race session will start soon.
Wait.
Okay, set back to the auto loop. So it should be good. Should be good to go in a second.
There we go.
Yes, it's up.
Thumbs up.
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, buddy.
Let's go.
Be nice time.
5 minutes until the race starts.
Yay.
Jesus Christ.
Long enough.
Help. Watch me not have FFB at race start. Fucking watch me.
You got 5 minutes to come back and forth in time.
Yeah,
Watch
but
him
there's
not
formation
get it.
laps. I'll just take my position back in formation laps if that happens.
No.
I say you've got 5 minutes.
If that happens, and we start formation lap, you start behind. You can't regain position on safety car, or like formation lap.
Wait, what? Why would I not be able to get in formation on the formation?
Because you are not there when we start. It's the rule we've always had. It's the rule F1
I don't
has.
get it, but sure.
Because you missed the formation lap.
Admin fight.
Quad silence.
Almost
Oh,
not
that's
admin and
number
admin
2.
fight.
It's 8:45 Europe time.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
3.5 minutes to the race. We doing any songs?
We normally finish.
gonna-
We normally finish an
I don't-
AF1 race by this point.
Well, I just want to say it's been an honor serving you. please make it more clean than Daytona.
I tell you what, now's as good a time as any, I think, to say,
Yes.
so people know what the new AF1 car is.
Maybe after the race. After.
Really? I'll release the whole thing after, but I want to say what the AF1 car is now.
No.
I want to know.
Don't say it.
No.
Don't say it, please. Don't
Why?
say it.
Say it.
We're very mixed.
Why?
We need the hype.
Okay, I'm priority speaker now. Don't say it.
Make them excited. Say it.
Don't say it now.
It
Say it
is
now.
a
Say it now.
single seater.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You
No,
son of a
I was
bitch.
I actually wanted to, but no one wanted to. No, you know.
Oh, no.
Jensen Lucas say no.
Please say no.
If you tweet now,
see
I'm
how it
gonna
is.
scream.
Now I will announce it. Skip Barber. We will drive Skip Barber.
Me, I am the captain now.
Meme season.
Lowy has started a vote. What's the vote for, Lowy?
I think I pressed yes, so you might get kicked out.
I just voted no.
They get black flags, so please don't do that in the actual race session.
Yeah, I can't stream this if you kick me out.
Better.
Only at streams.
Only
1%.
1/4 of half people.
That's a lot of people.
Wait, how many people said yes?
I'm still.
1/4 of people. So like 5 people at least.
Yeah, we almost met the quota there.
I'm still
Well,
trying.
no.
Almost 85% of 20 people.
You're not playing back home again in Indiana or anything?
Yeah, I wanted to say we're 2 minutes. Somebody can sing Back Home in Indiana.
Preferably the American.
Be quick, because I want to go through. I'll go through the grid on the warm laps actually, but yeah, someone sing it. Someone sing it. I don't know what the song is.
Oh shit.
Try and you have 8 seconds.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
You have 8 seconds before we get.
Wilhelmus van
God save our gracious Queen.
Deutschland, Deutschland.
I'm gonna wreck the entire field because of you guys making a mockery of my favorite Indy 500 tradition. Prepare for demise. It's coming from the front. It's coming. It's gonna be a fireball, and you're all going in.
Okay, I do want to say one thing when we get to the green flag. We'll come to that in a second.
Don't have
Great
FFP.
turn start.
I need
It's
to
DNF, you
load
bully.
set the fuck.
Okay,
That's
40
the
seconds
Jake
remaining.
start.
Let's get quiet now. Josh,
Yeah,
get
so
the
just to be clear, nobody will move. I will get in front. I will tell the guy like behind me to move. And then it will just be following the guy in front of you, so take a good look who you have to follow. We'll do 2 formation laps and then randomly at the main straight after the second, or like in the second formation lap, I will call green. You cannot overtake before the line, so please be aware of that.
Every session is close to new connections. What?
It'll let you back in after the start.
Okay, but what am I gonna do then?
Let him get the position.
No, let him finish.
No.
We got
Come on,
two
it's hardware
formation
issue.
The
laps.
rules, it's the rules.
It's also hard. What rules?
I'd be able to join normally.
The rule we
If
have.
server doesn't let me join, and then it's not my fault, is it?
Anyway, gentlemen, start your engines. I wanted to say
You
that.
can go.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
And engines started they have. We're underway for the formation laps now, and we'll take you through the grid in just a second. I'm going to try and... Maybe I'm... No, I'll leave the camera where it is. Because I've got the screen over here. I've got my broadcast screen over here, so here we are. Oh, João Guerra joined the grid at the end. That's nice. Right, let's take you through the grid of the Indy 250. Jake Feemster starts on pole position. Lowy for Turkish Torpedoes will start just behind that, followed by Ludwig Eriksson. Crab Paulsen starts P4. Then we have Jack Olivier. Then Felinix. Mixtrol. I only have one camera set. Daniel Wolf is P8. Lucas Weber, P9 with the Port Energy on board. Then we have Jake Wilson in starting P10. And by Mythic, his teammate Matti Lebiak starts in P12. Then we have Juan Manuel Gutierrez P13. Roman Nesh P14. Denny starts P15. Miguel Costa P16. João Guerra starts P17. And Ali Yardimjer, after technical issues, will be starting in P18 with probably vastly warmer tyres than the rest of the field. Forgive me if I don't look a lot at the camera when I'm doing this. Do you want to move the... Oh yeah, I should move the track map up a bit. There, that should be good enough. Oh, you can see the... Oh, come on. It's pathetic. I don't know who messed with the settings. But, let's see. Game capture. Ah, that's better. Boom. I'll do that, and then I can get rid of Assetto 2. To shove that down below the alert box. There we are. That's better. So, Yardimjer is on to the back of the field just in time, because here comes the safety car around the final line towards turn 4. And we'll be ready to get this race underway. Jake Feemster will lead them away for the Indy 250. The second running of the Indy 250. Can I get a better on board? That's a better on board. And we are green. And there's already a crash. That's between Jake Wilson and Mythic, who's currently facing backwards towards turn 1. Oh, Guerra's already lost it in the confusion. And that's also Miguel Costa, who tapped the wall as well. But otherwise, we seem to be fairly clean so far. Let's take a look at the front of the grid. Jake Feemster has the lead just about, but Lowe's going for the outside line towards turn 2. And Ericsson's trying to get involved in this as well. Ericsson trying to switch from the outside to the inside, coming through turn 3. It's a clean enough getaway from Jake Feemster. He's held on for now, but he's going to want to drop behind Lowe a little bit later on to try and save some fuel for later in the stint. We're expecting a 2-stop race today. Behind this, Jack Olivier trying to make inroads past Crab Paulson and get towards that lead pack. Much cleaner getaway than we had last time out in... yeah, much cleaner race than we had last week in Daytona 2 weeks ago. Much cleaner start, certainly. Oh! I heard some tyre screeching. I saw one of the... Oh, no, that's Mick Stroll. Mick Stroll's gone spun off. Gutierrez was involved in that. Are we dropping back? No, we're not dropping back. I think that was... it was Ericsson. Ericsson's dropped back. He's P10 now. Jake Wilson was involved in that as well. I heard tyre screeching. I saw a Macca car. Miguel Costa's already into the pits. This has now turned into a 2-horse race for P1. Jake Feemster versus Lowe. The Oval Specialist versus the Everywhere Specialist. Ooh, and some internet issues causing some things there. Thank you, JD24 Twitch, for following. Thank you, JD. Already broken away have these two. Let's look at the peloton behind that. Jack Olivier leading the field there. Followed by Felinix, Daniel Wolf, and Matty Lebiak and Manuel Gutierrez. Juan Manuel Gutierrez. I'd quite like to get collision pop-ups so I know who's crashing at any one point in time. Crab Paulson looking really slow on. In fact, he's stuck against the wall coming through turn 2. He's going to switch to the apron now. That's going to be the end of his run for now. There may be a safety car later on to bring him back up through the field. Gutierrez passing round the outside of Matty Lebiak through turn number 3. He will take P6. Crab Paulson drops some more positions. Plenty of people dropping out early on. Lebiak's going to try and recover. He's going to go for the outside through turn number 1. Not quite going to make it, but he's forced Gutierrez a little bit wider than Lebiak is. And onto the back straight. Let's go for the onboard. Lasagna. Absolutely. Gorgeous. Mick Paulson into the pits for the first time after having damage at the top end of the track through turns 1 and 2. Roman Nesh into the pits as well. Maybe that's getting closer to Gutierrez. You can see him easing off slightly, I suppose. Let's try and switch to the onboard graphics we have here. We'll give you some insight into what the drivers are doing through the corners. Oh, that is someone against the wall there. That's Miguel Costa, who's gone back to the pits again. Feemster's breaking away from Lowe. It's already a second in that battle. Vicente Guerra's in the wall. Yeah, that's heavy suspension damage. You can see that. Wow. Oh. Lebiak. Right on back of Gutierrez still. Lebiak's probably in the best position at the minute because he is close enough to start saving some fuel on people. And maybe gain those extra couple of laps. He does look like he's got a little bit of understeer with the dirty air. Maybe so, but not through corners, not that severely, not Colin. It's like... You see, there's Lebiak, and Guerras was twice that. Yardinger coming off the pit lane, off the apron at the minute. He hasn't... He's come out of the pits, so he's back. He's now going to be back in P15. Another bad day for Port Energy when their results have shown they could take some really good results. Filinik still on the back of Jack Olivier in the battle for P3. This is more spread out. Lucas Weber's crashed. Is that commentator's curse again? Did I do that again? I say Port Energy screwing up. It's happened again. Lucas, that's the road course. There we go. He's realised that now. Hopefully he rejoins safely. He's going to rejoin in P11 as Wilson jumps Matty Lebiak for P7. Both of them are in the wall. That's strange. Ericsson's taken P7. Oh no! Danny in the wall. Trying to get past Matty Lebiak. Couldn't find a way. There we go. Get the info back. So it's all kicking off. Both of them are into the pit lane. A lot of off-strategy moves here. Lowe's caught back up to within a half a second. And that's because he's got... because Feemster has got Lowe's teammate Crab Paulson in the way. Move done. He's out of the way. Lowe's half a second faster on that lap. Now Lowe's got Crab Paulson right in the way. Crab will naturally get out of the way, but not without a little bit of tow to help out. Very helpful. Nice teammate. What a teammate. Lebiak and Wilson are only just coming off a pit lane. In fact, Lebiak's just started. Wilson's still stopped in the box. So this could be the end of Wilson's day. But Lebiak still comes out in P12. Come out just ahead of Ali Yardinger. In fact, that's going to be quite a battle when that comes out. Wilson's got moving again. He's P15, so he'll take a point at this point. There's Lebiak just behind Ali Yardinger, who's trying to battle through the field. Albeit a lap down. Mixtrol has spun off. He's off at turn 2. I think he's trying to. I think he did that off of pit lane. In fact, he's parked in a very precarious position. But there's not a lot of people in that area at the minute. The next person coming through is Ludwig Eriksson, who's currently P7. And he was clearly affected, but not that much. This is the view from Lowe's car. Well, I'll say that. This is the view from Lowe's car. Driver's eye. Matty Lebiak into the pits for a second time. In only 12 laps. Anything can still happen in this Indy 250 though. We're only 12 laps in and we haven't had any cautions yet, which is a bit of a surprise. That's Mixtrol towing towards the pits again. Lowe's going to bide his time. Doesn't seem like he's easing off, saving any fuel at this point. Maybe they're going to try and go flat out and see what happens. It feels a lot more spread than I thought it would be, certainly, after such a short amount of time. But we'll see when... Well, let's see if that continues. Cautions could come into play here. Well, I can't turn the halo off without it. But thank you anyway. Seems got a little bit caught up there with Denny. Loses a bit of ground, about 600ths. Overall, Denny's going to go wide through turn 1. Has to back out because otherwise he's going to end up in the wall. Mythic spun. He's gone off. This is at turn 1. On exit of turn 1. And he's actually blocking the pit exit for Mixtrol. Who's just going to go around the outside. Job done. But there's a huge gap that Mythic's got to wait for to come out... to actually rejoin the track. Yardam just coming around turn 4. Mythic's just gone back to the pits. Fair enough. This race has been chaotic for individual people, but not for people on masse, like it has been, like it was at Daytona. There are individual incidents causing these things, and like we lost 8/10 on that lap. Peeps is still running consistent mid 39s. Yardam moves back into the top 10 after starting from essentially the pit lane for the back of the grid, and Paulson moves up to P11. Mythic will drop behind, and he's going to have a teleport penalty, I suspect. Felinix has caught back up to Olivier, possibly because of the lapped car in the form of Denny there, who's running P9. Well, we've already gotten further than the first attempt of the Indy 250, before the first server crash at least. So we should get, I fully expect we'll get the full 100 laps in this race, without server dying. We've still got pit strategies to play out very soon. They should be coming in around lap 30. We should have it could be a 3-stop if you manage to save some fuel. If you can save about 3 laps of fuel here and there, you should just about make it to the end. But this first stint will be a lot shorter considering they had to do 2 formation laps. Denny has spun from P9. That's off at turn number 4. He can just rejoin using the apron. Gutierrez is caught. Whoa, no! Daniel Wolf is exited. That's Daniel Wolf is going Beyblade mode. From P5, he's going to rejoin almost the right way, facing the right way, so he's going to be able to get going pretty quickly. But with very, very hot tyres. Lost that on his own coming through turn 1. Daniel, that's not the way the track goes. That's not the apron. There we go. Go for that. That's better. Denny into the pits now from P9. Felinix still on the back of Jack Olivier as we approach lap 18 of 100. Weber and Yardinger are now the Poor Energy Racing cars in P8 and P9. But there's a lap's difference between them. Such has been the spread of this race. Mixtrol onto the apron. I don't understand why... So many people pitting. Daniel Wolf is pitting early for damage. There's so many people pitting early. It's not... This is going to be a ruined race at this rate. Because people keep crashing. They can't hold it together. This is worse than the Daytona 250 because people keep crashing on their own. You know, if you crashed the Daytona 250, you had a chance of not losing anything. Oh good, my mouse is still showing up, but that's helpful. I don't know what the hell happened to the capture, but it's got... Yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at Battle P14, because that's basically the only thing going on right now. Denny versus Mythic. Let's see some action. As Lowy spun! Lowy spun! Lowy spun! He's in the wall! Felix is in the wall! He's hit the pin attenuator! Do those two come together, maybe? Lowy's going to have to go to the pit, take an early pit stop. He's going off strategy now. Everybody's going to crash. Everyone's going to go a lap further down than they wanted to. So this could get interesting. Felinix and Lowy into the pit lane. Felinix has already jumped Lowy. Can Lowy get a faster exit of the pit lane? Phoebus has now got a 6-second lead over Olivier. Thank you very much for... I gotta do it. Gentlemen, a short view back to the past. 30 years ago, Niki Lauda told us, take a trained monkey, place him into the cockpit, and he is able to drive the car. 30 years later, Sebastian told us,
I had to start my car like a computer. It's very complicated. And Nico Rosberg said that during the race, I don't remember what race, he pressed the wrong button on the wheel. Question for you both. Is Formula 1 driving today too complicated with 20 and more buttons on the wheel? Are you too much under effort? Under pressure? What are your wishes for the future concerning the technical program during the race? Less buttons, more buttons, or less and more communication with your engineers? Can I ask you who that question is to? Lowy has jumped out of the pit lane a lap down and right behind Ludwig Eriksson. We've also got Gerra, Mythic and Denny in the pit lane. But it's still a 6-second gap between Feemster and Olivier, and then Olivier to Gutierrez. It was Yardinger who's ended up 2 seconds back from Lowy. Who'd have thunk it? What a weird race. This is after Ali started from the back of the grid. And Daniel Wolf is 2.5 seconds back from that. He's in a little bit of a pack at the minute. Oh, no, that's Netflix. I don't want to open Netflix. Please close Netflix before I get bonked. There we go. I want to open that. There we go. Daniel Wolf is in a bit of a pack with Labiak and the race leader Jake Feemster. In fact, these are all... Oh, Daniel Wolf's gone off again. Same place it went off a few laps ago. That's off at turn 1, Beyblade mode. Oh, Nick's tried really hard to avoid that one. Same for Crab Paulson. Wolf's off to the apron. Olivier in the pits, and so too is Ludwig Eriksson. Can Jack Olivier come out ahead of Lowy? Is Lowy trying an alternate strategy? No, he did spin. He hit the wall. So he's lost a bit of time for damage repairs, I suspect. Assuming he's had enough time to set those damage repairs up. Down Wolf in the wall again. Suspension damage seems to be a real issue here. Great camera work. Jack Olivier in the pit lane. Here comes Lowy's down towards turn 2. I'll keep you posted when Olivier's off the pit lane. He's moving from the box now. So Lowy's probably going to end up behind Jack Olivier. Oh, Lowy in the wall. More damage for Lowy. He's got a nice toe of Gerra off of Gerra. The real battle here is Felinix. There's Olivier you see just ahead. And Olivier seems to have gotten out ahead of Felinix for now. That could be crucial in the battle for P1 in the Constructors' title. In fact, Olivier's still trying to get up to speed, so Felinix is going to be right on the back of him by the end of this lap. Whoa, whoa! There goes Olivier! I think I saw Feimster slow. Feimster is slow! Gutierrez is coming around turn 2. Juan could take the lead of the race. He almost certainly will, because Feemster's still trying to get up to speed. Juan Gutierrez. Closing, goes to the inside. Juan leads the race. Feemster second. Weber's up to 3rd place. Loads of these guys have already pitted as well. Can this race get any more crazy? Gutierrez is the only guy on the lead lap along with Jake Feemster. Jake Feemster has yet to pit. Gutierrez has yet to pit. Weber has pitted. Felinix has pitted. So could this be Lucas Weber in the net lead of this race? I'm going to confirm that information. Alejandro having a moment off of turn 4 as he dives for the pit lane. Struggles to dive for the pit lane. I'll confirm this now. No, Weber has not pitted yet. Weber has not pitted, so the net race lead at the minute goes to Felinix just. Gutierrez is about 47 to 50 seconds ahead of Felinix in P4. I'm not doing another one. Oh no, there goes Jake Feemster. He doesn't say. Oh, excellent save from Jake Feemster there. Are you ready to see this race kicked into a high gear out of nowhere? Because it's going to happen. The last 3 drivers who haven't pitted. That's Juan Gutierrez, Jake Feimster, and Lucas Weber will be pitting very soon as they do their normal strategy, which everyone else would expect as the normal strategy, which is around 30 to 35 laps. Hopefully. Only then will we see the true order. This could still be Lucas Weber coming out in P7, P8, almost certain, well, currently P7, P8, which is on a net net P8 actually. Jake Feimster's in the pits now. This is going to be crucial for the race lead. He was around where Lowy was, but Lowy spun off. Then Jake Feimster spun off almost, and did hit the wall. So there could be some damage to repair. I can see him pulling into the box now. Yes, Ali Yabdu and Jake Wilson have come together. That's coming through turn 3. There's only 2 drivers, so it should be okay. Jack Olivier and Lowy are fighting each other. We saw a similar battle in Kota. A more strategic battle as well. Gutierrez is into the pits on lap 28. Oh, excuse me. Gutierrez has crossed the line. I imagine he's already pitted. In fact, he's just stopping into his box now, so he's going to drop behind a lot of the field. In fact, now, where's Jake Feimster? Jake Feimster's only coming around turn 3, so he could come out ahead of Jake Feimster here. If he does, that would be incredible for P3, for P2. He's moving now. It's going to be behind Jake Feimster and for Linux, but it could still be ahead of Lowy. Lowy's coming round towards turn 3 and 4. Off the limiter now for Gutty. God damn it. Off the limiter now for Gutierrez. Let's take a look at where Lowy is on track. Let's go for onboard. Can you see Gutierrez? Denny spun off. Gutierrez is off of pit lane. That's Denny on the left in the Mission Winnow car. Gutierrez, you can see just about a dot down the end of that screen, down the end of your screen, down the end of the track. Gutierrez has jumped Lowy in the pit lane. You heard it right. Juan Gutierrez is ahead of Lowy. Lucas Weber is in the pits on lap 31. Jake Feimster will retake the lead of this race. Felinix is second and Juan Gutierrez is third. Lowy is fourth. Lucas Weber could still come out. He'll still come out on the lead lap. He might come out behind Crab Paulson and Yardamger and Mythic. In fact, he's going to be close if he's going to stay on the lead lap. By Mythic's P15 anyway. He's going to drop behind No, he's going to be P7 off of the pit lane, but can he stay on the lead lap? That is the crucial aspect if he wants a chance of winning this race later on. Let's switch to the battle for the lead. Feimster and Felinix, the two Fs, with a lapped car in the form of Romanesh behind this, just to maybe give Felinix a little bit of extra nerves. I think I need something that isn't alcohol. My mouth burns. Wilson into the pits, as Ericsson will take that P8 back, and Wolf and Layback will also take their positions back. Or will they? Are they another lap down? They might be another lap down. They are another lap down. I don't know who's on what lap. Oh, who's that spinning up ahead? That's Mixtroll. Mixtroll from P16. It's quite incredible how this has turned out that Juan has ended up in P3. Does anybody know if Juan has ever won a race before? Has he won AF4 before? I need to check. I need to find this out now. I don't think Juan Gutierrez has ever won a race in Assetto Friends. I need to go a very long way up to like season 2. That's when he was in it. Where's season 1? I found season 1 of AF4, so season 2 of AF4 should come pretty soon. Here we are. No! Juan did not win a race in AF4, so I don't think he's ever won a race in AF. If anyone could confirm the contrary. He fought for the championship. His best finish was P2 at Jerez. His home track is like 10 miles down the road for him, and he didn't win. I think Diego won that race. Oh no, Beanie won that race. Diego was third. Two Spanish drivers on the podium there. Jake Feimster really slowed down by Jake Wilson here.
So Felix is back in the race. You can hear him easing back, trying not to pass. Jake Feemster has gone high though, so Felix is going to take the lead of this race. Jake Feemster will try and get the slipstream and get some fuel saving. All the while, though, I will add, Gutierrez is only 3.6 back from the lead battle. So this could get very tasty, very quickly. But his best lap is a 39.7, and the best lap for these two is a 39.4. Same for Lowy, a 39.4. Fastest lap is Lowy with a 39.402. Plenty of slipstream for Feemster to try and save some fuel. You can tell he's in 6th gear trying to save fuel. Oh, I need to switch to that. There we are. Plenty of fuel saving. 6th gear won't help for the understeer either. Gutierrez was 7/10 faster on that lap. He is catching this lead battle. I'd be so happy for Juan if he won this race. That'll be amazing. Oh, I know what to search for. I can do this now. I can do into the trophy cabinet and go search for AF trophy. Juan. No. According to this, he's only ever got one podium. In trophy cabinet. He's only had one podium. Yes, he has only had one podium, and that was in his home race in Jerez in AF4 Season 2. That was a 2nd place then. So this is a huge result already for for Juan Gutierrez. Unbelievable. But Felix is pulling a blinding one so far to be running off strategy and in the lead of this race, but only just. So 39.9, 39.8 for the top two. Gutierrez about a 10th slower. And Lowy closing in by half a second. We're on lap 38 of 100. Oh, thank you, Redacted, sorry. I didn't spot that. I've got a lot to look at. I've got a lot to look at. Like live timings here. Alert box notifications here. Twitch chat here. Race here. Staying just behind for now, saving his time. He's faster still, and Gutierrez again only a 10th slower. Oh, and almost into the wall for Jake Feemster again. Had to really back out. This could bring Juan into play a little in a couple of laps' time. It's 3.8 the gap now. That's going to keep dropping. It's now 3.6. We are 4 for the lead. As Jack Olivier takes the pits. He only pitted 14 laps ago. Something is awry at Jack Olivier. And behind this, Denny's come together with Lowy. Denny's come together with Lowy. Lowy's off. Lowy's spinning again. Denny is 5 laps down from Mixtron, about 8 laps down from the lead. And he's hit Lowy, who's going to have to go round a whole other lap to get... I'm not going to need medical attention. Lowy's going to have to do a whole other lap before he gets to pit and repair any of his damage. Let's have a look at the damage. Was in 4th gear doing 330. I'm not seeing any... It doesn't look like there's any damage on that car. So it could be okay. Jake Feemster has dropped back to over a second behind, and Gutierrez has got traffic in the form of Ramanesh, which also means slipstream. Not just traffic here, it's slipstream. I'm not going to need another Viagra for this. I'm excited. Jack Olivier has come out just behind his Macca Racing teammate in the form of Ludwig Eriksson. He's going to go behind Ali Yardimja, who is a lap down in P12. In fact, it might even be 2 laps down from Jack Olivier. Which means Denny is 9 laps down, I think. In fact, there's Lowy on the left. He's still going slow. He hasn't pitted. Lowy has not pitted. I am on camera. Hello. I thought I'd do this one a little bit different because it's a bit special. Because you often get to see me sort of scream and shout, but you don't get to hear me. You don't get to see what I actually do when that happens. So I thought this would be a good one-off. Gutierrez is really being held up now by Roman Nesh.
He needs to get past him. Slipstream is not going to work when Romanesh is significantly slower. Lowy spun off again at the exit of turn 2. This could be the first race that Lowy loses in AF1 since October. But either Gutierrez or Weber, I'm on for either of them to win. Feemsters would normally be a good underdog shot, but he's super strong in AF1 on the ovals. My ping has just shot up, so I might need to shout at my parents for to stop using Netflix. Okay, we'll go with 116 now for now, and hope that the stream is holding on. Yeah. Okay, we're not dropping frames anymore. Or we might in a second, actually. Some more pit stops going through. Lowy has finally stopped. Lowy has finally stopped for damage repairs. Could this be the first time Lowy doesn't podium? Oh god, I need to go even further back for that one. No, it is. I can absolutely confirm it is. Lowy has never been off the podium in any Assetto Friends race. And now he's a lap down from the lead. 2 laps down, in fact, in P8. Hell has frozen over. Well, fortunately for Lowy, DTS doesn't cover AF1, but I don't know. Feemster's caught right back up to Felinix, because Felinix has got traffic. He's gone high through turn 4, and he's slowed right down. Is Feemster going to try and take the advantage to take the lead or not? It's lap 45 of 100. There's still more than half this race to go. He is going to ease back and keep that P2 for now. He did gain 3/10. It's an opportunity for Gutierrez to try and catch this field. How have we had no caution so far? This is insane. Sorry, I meant STD. Yeah, it survived the drive. It's AF3 survived the drive. Now Felinix has got more traffic. Mixed troll this time. And Feemster is sick of being held up by Felinix. He's going to go for it. And Felinix will let him have it. But Feemster's not getting past mixed troll particularly quickly, and almost hit the wall. Went high through turn 1. My spidey senses are tingling. Something's going to happen. Gutierrez is 6/10 faster on that lap than the lead pair. Feemster's past mixed troll. Felinix needs to get past mixed troll now. Feemster would quite like mixed troll to be passed by Felinix right now to get some fuel saving going. Almost wipes the nose of mixed troll, but gets away with it very well. Felinix will maintain P2. 7/10 off now from the lead of this race. The 2 Macca drivers who are trying to take home a constructor's title, which could be in doubt. Now you see that Felinix is in P2. His teammate is Jake Feemster, actually, isn't it? Lugas. Who's in Lugas? It is Feemster, isn't it? Frantically checks notes. No, I was going to look at when Colin Mackey took the lead of AF1. Yes, Felinix and Jake Feemster. So it's a 1-2 for the Lugas boys. That is 25 and 20 points. 45 points compared to Macca, who are getting 5th and 6th. That is 11 and 10, 21. 45 plays 21, which would mean Lugas Racing would win the team's championship. But we're only at half distance. This is the start of lap 50 of 100. Oh, another twist to the tail.
Suddenly it means something more than just winning the Indy 250, because that's plenty. But this is even more. Felinix, I say dives, crashes into the pit lane. It's like doing a belly flop into the pit lane. As Ali Yardimja stops on track, coming through turn 2. So, this could be an opportunity for Gutierrez to jump Felinix in the pit lane. I've done it again. But I will say, an update, that is 25 and 16, which is 41 compared to 25, which would not be enough. Is that right? 45 to 21. No, 41 to 21, which would be enough by 1 point. Except for Olivier's guarantee. I'm confused. I'm very confused. But Felinix will come out in P4 ahead of Ericsson, but behind Lucas Faber and Gutierrez. But those two drivers are off strategy. Or on strategy, but it's normally on strategy, but in this case they're off strategy because everyone else has gone off strategy. They're the only two people that pitted at the normal time, so they're sort of the minority in this case. Yaro just trying to pull back through. He's caught back up to Juan Manuel Gutierrez, who in turn is stuck behind João Vicente Guerra. Can Ali Yardimja make use of the slipstream from Juan and pass João? Yes, he will certainly attempt it. Down the inside, makes the move stick even before turn 1 is over. Joao's going high though, and he is hard into the wall, but he's kept it going. I might need to put my feet up soon. There is Jack Olivier, who's just hanging on to the back of Ericsson. They're playing a very good team game at the minute. Battling for P5. Well, not battling even. Mythic into the pits from P11. Passed by his teammate Matti Lebiak. We should be seeing the next round of pit stops very soon. Next one in should probably be Ludwig Eriksson, Ludwig Eriksson, who's been out for 28 laps. So we should see him in the next 3 or 4 laps or so. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to turn the camera off. I'll turn it back on for the last sort of 10 or 15 laps or so. Just so I can sit back a bit. I need to almost like lay down a little bit. I ache a little bit. Right. This lead battle could start hotting up a little bit later on in this race. Gutierrez is still 10 seconds behind Jake Feemster, but a caution period, which isn't entirely out of the question, even though the cars are relatively spread out. There's still some people close together. Like, par exemple, Weber, Paulson, Lebiak and Mythic. They're all close together right in front of the race leader, Jake Feemster. That's the next trouble. That's the next challenge for Jake Feemster. You can see them just up ahead. Next up is by Mythic and Lebiak, the two river racing drivers playing a team game for this race, albeit a lap gap between them, P11 and P14. Vicente Guerra is into the pits from P13. That's on lap 55 of 100. Ludwig Eriksson, as I predicted, I'm good at this. Ludwig Eriksson into the pits from P number 6. Should easily come out ahead of Lowy, who's now just unlapped himself from Ludwig. Jake Phillips is caught right up to the back by Mythic, so he's going to try and maybe make some use of the slipstream. He's going to try and pass him. He is going to try and pass him rather than do a little bit of fuel saving. So I suspect Jake Feemster is safe on fuel now for the rest of his stint. Or just wants to get past him. Roman Nesh into the pits from P9. Matty Lebeck running very high through turn 1 there. Going to lose a lot of ground to Jake Feemster.
Thank you, by the way, to all 35 of you who are joining us. That's excellent to see. Just going for the inside is Jake. Move complete. And a little bit of clean air in front of him now to make some headway. Gutierrez hasn't really been catching him. He's been about 10th faster here and there, but nothing significant. Lucas Weber, as he will constantly remind you, finished P3 in the last Indy 250, and he's in P3 again now, albeit without having not pitted, and Felix is about 30 seconds back. Have I lost? I should still be here. Oh, my camera. God damn it. Yeah, I've taken my camera off for now. I'll bring it back with the last 10 or 15 laps to go, when things reach fever pitch. Oh, thank you. Wow. We've hit the algorithm, boys. We've made it. Thank you very much, Kobe. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I wonder if me having my face in there made it hit that. Oh, Lowy spun off on the pit exit. On the pit straight, rather. And I think that's Lowy going to DNF from this race. It could well be Lowy DNFing from this race. More drama for the man who has never finished lower than P2 since September 2019. Jake Feemster to the pit lane on lap 58. Gutierrez is going to follow him. Very interesting indeed. Oh, don't lose it on the pit entry. Come on, Juan. There we go. These guys pitted on roughly the same lap. They're about a couple of laps separated. About 1 lap separated. So these should be coming in at roughly the same time. Should be 2 more stops, including this one now. Unless there's a couple of drivers like Felix who only need to pit once more. Mythic is in that category as well. Maybe Jack Olivier as well. He might be able to just pit once more on about lap 70 and go to the end. Weber will now lead this Indy 250. A position he will enjoy very much until he comes to pit in about 3 or 4 laps time, I suspect. I'm looking at. I'm seeing a battle up ahead. Let's have a look at this. Jake Wilson is involved in this. Can't even find him on here. Yes, Jake Wilson, who's, well, none of these drivers are for any position. Jack Olivier is in P5, Denique's P16, and Wilson is P8. I should just point out Denny is about 13 laps down. He's only just made half distance. In fact, Denny has completed 46 laps, whereas the leaders have completed 62. Ali Yardinger to the pit lane from P10. Jake Wilson's going to make plenty use of this, even if he is some hefty distance behind Ludwig Eriksson. In fact, 36 seconds, most of a lap. Lucas Weber takes the pit lane. He's led his lap or 2 of the Indy 250. Who's got what he wanted. I suspect he'll want the win, though. Jake Feemster setting a personal best first sector on this lap. And Juan's first sector didn't register. There it is. It's a 10.672. So he's 6 tenths down. So Gutierrez is starting to lose pace here, and this could negatively affect him if Felix starts to catch. Weber is going to rejoin easily in P6, I would suspect. Let's see, since Crab Paulson is... I can't even see him on the map. Where is Crab? Oh, I'm looking for Ericsson anyway, who is just in front. So Ericsson is just under a lap ahead. Paulson setting a personal best there. He's running very well at the minute. Zero battles exactly going on at the minute, but there is a bit of a tussle between some lapped cars, including the leader of this race, Jake Feames, who's going to pass Denny for the, I believe, the 16th time. Oh, look at that, I got that exactly right, 16th time. Denny is 16 laps down from the leader of this race. I do see a car going high there. Oh, it avoids the wall. Luckily, that was Jake Wilson. Matty Labiak catching up to Jake Wilson. No, let's try and go for an F5 camera. Maybe I can get a bit closer. You can see just over there. That's Jake Wilson. This is the equivalent of, you know, those yellow. If you watch an IndyCar broadcast, you might occasionally see, oh look, they'll draw a yellow circle here. This is my equivalent of that. Grab Paulson into the pits. After setting his personal best, he'll drop behind Lucas Weber. And might drop behind Ludwig Eriksson. He might be pretty close though. Still waiting for that 4-car collision that causes the safety car. Matt is going to try and get past Mythic here if he wants to catch back up to Jake Wilson and take P8. This is the, I shouldn't name any brands. Let's have a look at Lucas Weber then, who's apparently running the German helmet on, a German flag on his helmet. Except he's not. That's not the German, that's the German flag, not the Belgian one. No, Belgian goes black, yellow, red, not black, red, yellow. Thank you, Bright, for reiterating. I know you typed that like before I said it though. Feames is setting his personal best on that lap, as I believe that's either Denny or Lowy, who's just hit the wall. Thank you, Lewis Dykes, for following. Thank you very much. Jack Olivier into the pits for what will be the last time, I suspect. He's got 30 laps to go in this race. We're on lap 68. No, 32. We're on lap 68 of 100. Jake Wilson in the pits as well. He's going to rejoin. He might just jump Mythic. No, he won't. Mythic's a lap down on this, but he will come out behind Lowy. Because Lowy's in that lead battle up ahead. Let's have a look at Jake Feamster, who's having to deal with Mix Troll and Joao Guerra. That's Ludwig, actually. That's Ericsson. With some ping issues, it seemed, as well. But otherwise, okay. Linux into the pit lane for the final time. He was running off strategy. He's only been 19 laps since he last pitted, so this should be his last lap and going to the end. He's trying to pit with Jack Olivier and Ludwig Eriksson. And in fact, he should come out. Let's see, where is Eriksson at the minute? Eriksson's coming around turn 3, so it might be close between these two, in fact, as to who takes 4th place. Actually, no, it should be no contest here. Felix is already coming around to turn 2, and Eriksson is just in front of Jake Feamster, just here. Felix has got to get a clean run off the corner, off of the pit exit though. Let's have a look at Eriksson's on board behind this. There is Fulinix About 3.5 seconds down the road, 3 seconds down the road. So a reminder, the only 3 drivers currently on the lead lap of this race are Jake Feimster, Gutierrez and Lucas Weber. That could be crucial if we do get a safety car. There are a few there's 2 packs that shout to me this could happen. And one of them is right here around Crab Paulson and Mixtroll. Alongside, in front of that is also Lucas Weber and Jake Wilson. Can we have competition cautions? Can we do that? Just like a random point. Russell's going to go high and let Crab Paulson through. And suddenly the safety car threat is completely diminished. In fact, Mixtroll's still running quite slow. Is he still having problems? He's 8 laps down on Roman Nesh, who's DNF'd. In fact, he's only just DNF'd. So Mixtroll's completed 57 laps. And Jake Feimster's completed 72. 15 laps down is Mixtroll. Matty Lebiak pitting from P8. He last pitted 29 laps ago. He's on strategy at the minute. This Juan Gutierrez last pitted 13 laps ago at the same time as Jake Feimster. Lucas Weber pitted 3 laps later than that. But again, this race can turn on its head with one little mistake. Mistakes here are far more costly than they are even at street circuits, because of how long it takes to recover. Matty Lebiak is only just going to start getting off the pit lane, and he's already been passed by Lowy and Mythic. He could end up behind Ali Yardinger as well. He was having to go high through turn 1. And in fact, yes, Yardinger has passed Matty Lebiak fairly convincingly. Mythic trying to catch down Lowy, wouldn't that be something? For Mythic to beat Lowy on track for P8. I did say at the top of the show, anyone can win this race. At the minute is Jake Feimster, who is, okay, yes, maybe the person we expected, but behind that there is unexpected results lurking. Weber will have to pit once more. Same 2 for Jake Feimster, I think. Wait, they last pitted 15 laps ago, so they pitted on lap 60. No, they've got to pit again. They'll be doing a splash and dash to the end, which could make things very interesting towards the end of this race. There are drivers out there, however, who don't need to pit again. They include Felinix, Crab Paulson, Jack Olivier, and Matty Lebiak and Jake Wilson. Speak of the devil, here is Jake Wilson. Nothing getting to the moment, understeer through turn 1 there. After this race, we have got 2 big announcements coming. The first one is obviously the new season of AF1. So I want to ask, what do you think the car's going to be for AF1? What sort of tracks would you like to see? As Ludwig goes for a personal best first sector. A strong one at the minute. Profile says Road Atlanta, Toto says Macau. Okay, Jake Feimster is purpled at the second sector on this lap. Formula DS at Macau, F3 cars. The Delara ones. Well, you'll find out in about 20 laps time, plus a little bit more, you know, to get people across the line. I would actually clearly sick of running Indy cars. He wants to go to global racetracks. Curious to see if Lucas might have a little something in the bag here, if he can hold on to staying on the lead lap. Here is where Lucas Weber is. Matty Lebiak's going slow on the apron there. And in front of that we've got... So Gutierrez is... Oh no, actually Jake Feemster is... a little bit in front. So yeah, Weber is actually not on the lead lap anymore. There's only 2 drivers on the lead lap. They are Feemster and Gutierrez. Weber has not got to pit. Might be able to get away with not pitting again. He pitted 3 laps later than these guys. He pitted 16 laps ago. That was on lap 63. So 37 laps into the end is not entirely out of the question, but it might be relying on a safety car here. I'm honestly incredibly surprised we've had no safety cars in this race. Matty Leibach into the pits once again. Getting all hot. Waiting for the end of this race. Ericsson has caught up to the back of Felix. I'm going to switch up front here because Felix is getting caught up and being messed about with by Jack Olivier. Jake Feemster into the pits fairly early on for his splash and dash to the end. Now if I was Gutierrez, I'd be waiting a little bit longer and I'll be pitting in about 10 laps time to do a 10 lap dash to the finish. But we shall see. He has not pitted this lap. So Gutierrez will take the lead of this race for a little bit longer. Jake Feemster's only just pulled into his box. It's incredibly unlikely, and I don't see it happening whatsoever, but can Gutierrez fuel save to the finish? He's got the gap to do it. By Mythic into the pits for his final stop from P10. He only pitted 28 laps ago, so it's around about the time you'd expect them to. Closing in on the final 18 laps of this race. Let's go for the off-board. Okay, great, thanks. There we go. So Weber's rejoined in P3. He's behind Jake Feemster by only... Did I get that? Is that gap right? He's only behind... Oh, Weber hasn't pitted again. He's only behind by 3 seconds. So this could end up being Felix taking that P3, which could be enough. Could be enough for the championship to swing in the favour of Lugas Racing. Whoa! What a save! As Guerra crashes, Felix saves it. Everybody else is going to get around that just okay, I think. Unless Guerra starts reversing. And going forwards has not helped either. He's got time now to do a bit of a spin turn. There we go. Here comes Ali Yardinger. He gets past nice and safely. Mythic is slow on the apron. Yeah, that's a good call. Good job. Good driving there. Gutierrez staying out. 86 completed of the 102. That's 8. We're on 84 of 100 now. Can we see any detail on how much fuel is left on the dash? No, I think that says 20 litres, and that doesn't change. What's the difference between these cameras? Oh, they're slightly changed. When is Gutierrez going to take that box? He's going to maintain the lead of this race for now. But he could go for a final stint without changing tyres. And only doing a splash and dash to the end. He's gone 25 laps since pitting. Lucas Weber's gone 22. And there's still 15 to go. This is also further than we got last time we did the Indy 250. We didn't actually make it to 250. Because the server died 3 times. We were like, okay, we've had enough. It's been like 3 hours. Let's just do a 10-lap sprint to decide the race. Okay. And we did it. Ericsson and Paulson into the pits. Wasn't expecting Paulson to pit. It looked like he had enough fuel to last the rest of the race, but he's done 19 laps since his last box. But Ericsson's done 30. I've seen nobody go above 30 laps. Ericsson's now going to go a lap down from Felix, and 3 laps down, I think that is, from Jake Feemster. Certainly 2 laps down, Jack Olivier is right up close with with Crab Paulson coming off pit lane. There we go. So that's Ericsson P5, Olivier P6. And here comes Lowy to unlap himself from his teammate. Lowy's going. Lowy got crossed up again. Can this race liven up towards the end of this race? Did I say race twice? I did. Low into the pits again. He's gone 28 laps, so it's about time. Yeah, his tyres must have gone off, so it's about time he pitted anyway. Crab Paulson is going to try and overtake Jack Olivier. That could be crucial for the championship. It's only 1 point. It's only a 1 point difference, but it could have a profound effect. In fact, it doesn't, because this is Olivier's worst result of the season. His worst result of the season is P5, so he's guaranteed to score 11 points. The 11 points you get for 5th place. Ericsson, on the other hand, his worst result is 9th, I think. He's had a DNS, so he's lost all of his drop races. So at this point in time, Jack Olivier will come home with 97 points towards the championship. Add that to Ludwig Eriksson, who will take home 11 points in the championship. So he will come home 97 plus 68. Frantically gets calculator out. 97 plus 68 puts them on 165 points for Macca Racing. Lugas Racing. Felix is going to take home 69 plus 13, which is 82. Plus Jake Feemster, who's on 62, plus another 25 points. So 62 plus 25 is 87. 87 plus 82 comes to 169 points. So that's 4 points gap at the minute. But Jake Feemster is also going to drop a 9th place as Gutierrez finally pits. He's going to come out in 3rd place at this point in time. An excellent podium again for him. 1 better for Lucas Weber today at this rate. But he's still got a pit as well. Maybe. Jake Feemster's going to lose a 9th place, which is 7 points. It's 162 for them. And the other Lucas is 18th. So yes, 165 plays 162. Plus the point for Paul for Jake Feemster puts that at 163. And the fastest lap currently goes to Lowy, so it's 100. So that stays on 163. So there's 2 points difference currently in the championship. Paulson would need to pass Ericsson. However, Jake Feemster just taking the lead. Lucas Weber is into the pits now. This could be crucial for the championship. Felix needs to be ahead of Lucas Weber and take 3rd place for Lugas Racing to win the Constructors' Championship. We're on lap 91 of 100. It's game on. Weber is dropped behind Gutierrez. It's not even going to be a contest, is it? Past goes for Linux. 1st and 3rd for Lugas Racing could well be enough. That 165, that's 162. 163 is now 166. So at this point in time, Felix has just won Lugas Racing the AF1 title for Season 6. But Felix and Feemster have got to hold on to their position. Feemster, however, leads by 30 seconds. Felix leads Weber by 13. Jack Olivier gaining positions will make no difference. Jack Olivier's worst result this season is P5, so even overtaking Crab Paulson and and his own teammate. In fact, overtaking his teammate will be worse for the team. Will be worse for the team's championship. But do they know that? The only last hope for Macca Racing, who have dominated this championship till now, is for a crash. Either from Lucas Weber to boost Ericsson's position, or a crash from one of the Lucas Racing guys. With 7 laps to go, we're on lap 95 of 100, 94 of 100. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Who's got the fastest lap? I don't know. Both Feemster and Lowy have a 39.243. They both have the same fastest time. I'm back. Both Lowy and Feemster have the same fastest time. Oh, it's Lucas Weber spun it! He almost took out Jack Olivier! That's what Macca wanted! That's what Macca wanted! Lucas Weber has spun it! Now, Ericsson needs to catch and pass Lucas Weber. We're on lap 95 of 100 in the Indy 250. This is not over, folks. Weber is still stopped. There he is. He's done an Austin Powers. Ericsson takes 4th. Is that enough? 13 to 11. That's 2 points. Yes, it's a 2-point swing. That's 167 to 166. With 5 laps to go, Macca Racing retake the lead of the constructors. Weber's dropped behind Olivier. Weber's got suspension damage. I've missed most of these crashes. It sucks. But who's that behind? Is that Guerra behind? Yes, it is. Jackie is just going to let him past. He should know what's coming, maybe. Well, he might know what's coming. The last hope for Macca Racing has come true. Ericsson is now in 4th. Olivier is now in 6th. Olivier will get the points for 5th place because of his drop race. Feemster and Felinix will take home the win. This could be decided on who gets the fastest lap. Oh! Oh, it doesn't matter. Jack Olivier is irrelevant now. Jack Olivier is irrelevant even if he crashes. Ali Yardimja has spun. There he is on the pit straight. That's 2 in 2 laps for Paul Energy Racing crashing on the pit straight. I got to keep an eye on him just in case he takes out someone important. He has taken out Crab Paulson. Well, he hasn't. No, he didn't take out Crab Paulson. Crab Paulson got taken out on his own, probably. They're nowhere near each other. Jake Wilson takes P9. Olivier takes P5. A change of position between Ericsson and Olivier would cement the team's title because Olivier will get the point, an extra point for third. No, it wouldn't make any difference. Would it make any difference? I don't know. I don't care. We're on lap 100 of 102. That's lap 98 of 100 in this race. Jake Feemster leads. Juan Manuel Gutierrez is 2nd. Felinix is 3rd. Ludwig Ericsson is 4th. And Jack Olivier is 5th. In a race that seems relatively, I'm going to say, dull. And it's now hotted up right at the end. Because of the championship equation. Olivier's going to lose 5th place to Crab Paulson, but that doesn't matter. Olivier will still record his worst result of the season if he takes 5th or 6th. We're on the last lap of the race. Jake Feemster is on the last lap of this race. He's being followed very closely, I think, yes, by his teammate Felinix. They will have a formation finish on the final lap of the Indy 250. But is it going to be enough for the team's title? We won't know. This is the thing. We won't know who wins this championship. because Feemster and Lowy both have the identical fastest lap. They both have a 39.243 on the board, but it will be Jake Feemster who wins the Indy 250. Felix will come home in 3rd place, Ericsson 4th. That's it cemented now for the championship. Olivier's guaranteed to take home 97 points. So I now need to work it out. Oh, Paulson spun off! Paulson spun off! Olivier takes 5th place, but it's still not enough to improve his position in the championship. Jack Olivier is your driver's champion for Season 6. And now I do some frantic maths. So, bear with me on this. Jake Feemster will take home 25 points. 26 points if you include pole position, which I do. He absolutely does. So, that's 62... plus 26. He's on 88 points. Minus a 9th place, which is 7 points. That puts him on 81 points. I need to write that down. Yeah, that'll do. Feemster's on 81. Oh, right, next. Felix is on 69 at the minute, plus the 3rd place he took, which is 16 points. That puts him on 85. He's got no drop score, so that's him on 85. Next we do Macca Racing. Jack Olivier and Ludwig Eriksson. Jack Olivier takes home 97 points, regardless, because his result today was worse than equalled his worst result. So he takes the 5th place, drops that. Ericsson, on the other hand, will take home 57 points, plus his 4th place, which is 13 points. That is 70 for Ludwig Eriksson. So 81 plus 85 is 166, and 97 plus 70 is 167. So, there's still the fastest lap to contend with, that we still have no idea who has it, because it's equal between Feemster and Lowy. They both set a 39.243. So, is that how we decide? Is that how we're going to decide it? We might need to decide this, but I also need to decide whether it matters. Macca Racing have taken 2 wins. Oh, dear Lord. Macca Racing have taken 2 wins, and Lucas Racing have taken 2 wins. So we go to 2nd places, where Lucas Racing have taken 3 wins to Macca Racing's 2. So, if the fastest lap does go to Jake Feemster, Lucas Racing will win the team's title on countback for 2nd places.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Also,
Unbelievable.
might I add, fucking hell, that was so much fun. Even though I had some big issues.
You had a terrible race, but you had, as long as you had fun.
Oh, I had a lot of fun. I had so much fucking fun.
So, the next thing we need to check is, we're basing this off of FIA rules then. What lap did Lowy and Feemster set their fastest lap on? And we won't get that until the results come through.
Yeah, I don't think I think Feemster set it pretty late in the race, so we'll see how that ends up.
I don't know. I know Lowy said it quite late in the race as well. Oh, here it is. We have the results.
Ooh.
So, I need to check this now. Jake Feemster's fastest lap was set on lap 74. Lowy's, this might take a while, hold on. I'm not used to scrolling down so far to see Lowy.
Yes.
74 compared with 89.
Wow, so
Jake Feemster takes the fastest lap, and with it, the Lucas Racing takes the team's title for Season 6.
Was that with drops? Is that with drops?
That is with drops. I can confirm.
Drops.
Lucas Racing wins the team's title.
I'm going to go to a league race. I need to tell the guys.
I will bring this into league race now, actually. I'll do it. Because it's a long story.
2nd places Lugus gets teams.
Yeah, but that's the question. Do we count on second places or fast laps and poles?
Should
No,
Shouldn't
second
it be
places.
first and second?
Alright, yeah, then Lucas just won.
Hello, Josh.
Lucas has won with the same number of points because the fastest lap for Jake Feemster was set on lap 74 and the fastest lap for Lowy was set on lap 89. Both of them set the same fastest lap, a 39.243 on both for both.
Holy fuck. That's so close.
That is how this championship has been decided. On second place countback and on the final, on like less than 1,000th of a second, decided this title.
Might I add,
Holy
for
shit.
the last 2 season finales we've had, AF3 ended on a countback, AF1 ending on a countback for teams.
Shut up, Polly.
Hello, Miles. Sorry, Miles, I'll just
Imagine if
second.
there's penalties. Imagine if there's penalties.
I doubt they're going to be. I doubt there's going to be any penalties that will affect the order of this. At least the top 5, because it was all pretty clean, other than sort of self-death, like self-death, or in English, suicide.
Yeah.
It was fun. That was
I had to kill. I had to kill myself to prevent killing myself further.
What?
What happened?
Yeah.
Josh, announcement time?
announcement time.
Indeed. May I?
Wow.
You may.
Fuck.
We're moving to our hacker 2.
Yes.
No interview.
Let's start off with the one that everybody knows is going to happen.
Is everyone silent as well?
And that is the new season of AF1. The new season of AF1 will be held with the Dallara F317. We're going to go for the Dallara F317 for this season. Same time slot. We're running 140 kilometre races this time. We have 32 grid spots available. Same entry requirements as before. And the calendar, we have the Red Bull Ring is the first race on the 27th of June for a 33-lap race. Then we go to Hockenheim on the 4th of July. Then Suzuka on the 11th of July. Then a driver's vote. I'll come to what tracks are in that driver's vote momentarily. Then we take a one-week break.
Tracks.
And we go to Norris Ring on the 1st of August. Imola on the 8th of August. Road Atlanta on the 15th of August. And the season finale in the Dallara F317 is at Macau on the 22nd of August.
What?
We're doing the F3 World Cup, baby.
Dumb.
Yes!
Let's go.
In
Would you
Africa.
want to die?
So for the end of for the end of
Just to say, we have Reboot Team Macau now, and that was so freaking much better.
It is way better. Also, it is way better optimized as well. I literally get 50% higher FPS on it, and it looks so much better as well.
Okay. Polybius gets 50% higher FPS. You mean that anything, even a grandma can run it?
That's insane.
The driver's vote tracks.
The driver's vote tracks, yes.
The driver's vote tracks, there are 3 on offer. The first one is Dijon-Prenois. An old F1 track, very flowing, very hilly, very bumpy. That's going to be amazing for racing, I think, if we do that one. The next one is Botnia Ring in Finland. That looks like a very good track for Formula 3 cars. And the final one is Buenos Aires Circuit 6. That's not the outer oval, I promise. It's the one they used. It's the one they actually used. It's not the Among Us layout. It's the one they used for the F1 Grand Prix in the early 90s, but with the faster final chicane instead of the really slow one.
Josh, can you open sign-ups?
In a second.
Yes.
There we have it. So that is AF1 Season 7. What do you guys think?
Well, I just
Very good, and you also lied to me, you mother.
F3 again! F3 again!
Yep. Different F3, but F3. And it's
Sign
an
ups
amazing car.
will be open in 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, I forgot to turn the sign up on. There we go. Now it's on. There we go. Now it's on. I forgot to flick another switch.
There you go.
I forgot how many switches I need to flick. But there we go. That is AF1 Season 7. Sign-ups are open now. And the winner of Fastest Finger First is... Oh, Jens. It was just going to go later. Mythic is the first genuine one.
No. I have it.
But there we go. Oh, the track vote's unanimous so far. I won't say what track, though.
I don't know the tracks. What should I vote for?
You can have a look on the calendar if you want.
Buenos Aires,
Because it's got the
Buenos
track,
Go for
track
Buenos.
notes. Have a look at that one.
Buenos Aires it
Go
is.
for Buenos Aires.
Go for Buenos.
Bruh.
Go for Buenos.
Buenos Aires is really good.
It's great with this car.
10
It is
slots.
Latin American race.
8 slots already filled up for main driver. After 30 seconds. Yeah.
I'm so happy. I love that car.
It is
Well,
such a
it's-
great car.
I
Yes,
need to
yes,
find
we like it.
GUID.
Like, just say, oh my God, look at the track vote. It's all Buenos Aires. It is.
Thanks for
all
spoiling it.
Buenos Aires.
I think that's because that's the only name that people would recognize.
No, it's just because it's great.
You might recognise Dijon. I'm surprised how
Jack
few people did.
Olivier,
No.
Jack, that's
I
definitely
recognise
not
Dijon
the
mustard.
They know this. They know the town. They know the city, but they don't know might not know the track. But they should know the track. It's an old F1.
I know
track.
the mustard.
They know the mustard. Well, that's that done. We've already got 18 sign-ups, 15 main drivers filled, so we're already nearly half full. So get yourself in there if you want to join. The second announcement
And we do have a second one.
is I have 3 months to live. No, I'm just kidding.
I got
I
excited.
actually announced this morning on the ARS stream, if you watched that. For 1 day only, we are joining forces with the Australasian Racing Series, ARS. That's Takuma's guys. To do a crossover event in 2 weeks' time on the 20th of June, running the DTM and Super GT cars. So that's running the ones that they normally run in their league for their season 2. And we'll be running that for an event. It will be 2 races, both of them with 15-minute practice, 10-minute quali, and a 20-minute race. The first race is at Fuji. That was decided by the ARS admins. And the second race is at Istanbul. That's decided by us, the AF admins. There's 15 slots available in Assetto Friends and 15 slots available in ARS. Obviously, they'll be racing together at the same time in the same server, in the same race, yada, yada, yada. There'll be an overall winner from AF, there'll be an overall winner from ARS, and there'll be an overall winner from the combined. And the winner will be decided on aggregate time from those 2 races.
Very exciting.
What's the prize money?
Fucking course, it's fucking Fuji.
Fuji's good in these cars, honestly.
Fuji's
I
amazing.
fucking despise Fuji. No.
Get good.
Well, that's the second announcement. So let me unlock the sign up for that one and get that one going. So there's 15 slots available for this event.
Istanbul Park.
No, I've clicked the wrong thing. I need to actually unlock the channel rather than just click on the link to the thing.
Well, I already did a Fuji Super GT race, so
have a look at Join Special. Have a look at the Join Special channel.
I had exactly 1 glass of milk left in my left in the fridge.
I do need to get some milk, even though I didn't win. Definitely didn't win. Not even close. Hey, first sign up. Cool.
wait, 11 UTC. Oh god, this is like 6 a.m.
Yes, for you.
Yeah, this is 11 a.m. UTC to
halfway.
cover off Europe and Asia. And it will be done before the French Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah, no chance. It's 6 a.m.
Oh. I mean,
But you don't
could-
really have to watch the French Grand Prix anyway.
Yes, you could just do Feemster.
Or Ricard is underrated. Change my mind.
It's the
Paul
classic
Ricard is overrated for
fire
F1.
It's terrible for F1.
It's so good for GT3s.
It's
Can
good
I,
in
No,
F1.
it's fine in endurance. It's fine in endurance. Just not F1.
It's not fine in
Okay,
endurance.
before
I've
the
done it, it's
announcement.
not good.
Before the announcement, weren't we going to the interviews? Because
Well, we just kind
Good
of got
question.
caught up in
Well, we
this
just kind of
whole,
brought it in here, just sort of end the season on
yeah.
sort of a community sort of note. Like, look at all of us. What a great race to end us, to end the season.
It was
May I
great for
also-
100 laps and then it was shit.
Can I take this moment for appreciation this great season of AF1?
is
It's been an honor to serve you guys.
time to send the
it's been fun.
salutes.
I was expecting more, but
Salutes.
yeah, this
Thank
is
you for everything, Jens.
Jens is
Thank you.
leaving us as an admin very soon. Is it like today? When is it happening? Asking for
Probably,
Like right
probably
now, I
I'll
think.
get the results out and I'll probably ask Daniel to remove it.
Thank you for everything, Jens.
Yeah, thank
You've
you
done
for
a
the
great
end
job.
of an era.
I'll be looking forward to racing you, man.
Yeah, Jens is certainly not going anywhere. He's racing in AF1 next season, just not as an admin this time.
Josh,
what?
You got to put up the 2 godlike rule.
Oh yeah, one other thing.
I was going to ask.
I say it's not exactly urgent because the team signups aren't open yet.
Yeah, but people have to know.
But yes, should be. I should absolutely mention from now on, all new leagues, a maximum of 1 godlike per team is allowed. So no more 2 godlikes in a team.
Does that make me does that make me the most desirable driver in AF1?
Used to be me, but there's another rule going around that drivers' champions are going to be made godlikes, which means.
Well, I'm not godlike. So probably.
No, Jens is going to be godlike.
I have promised to people that I won't team up with godlike.
I'm not godlike, Jens. Would you like to be teammates?
I have a question for
Yes.
the admin. Does the Blar F317 run Pirellis?
No,
no, it's Hankook. Yeah.
Hankook.
Thank God.
Oh yeah,
it won't blow up. Don't worry.
Also, just it's 1 tire, so it will be really interesting. Just
It is.
early for stops.
Yeah.
It should be 2 stops, I think, for most of these races as well. 140 kilometers.
Is 140 longer or shorter than what we were already doing? Like, how long a race is that?
Longer.
Let me think.
We were racing about an hour, but now I guess
we're
we
doing
get an hour.
110.
It should be just under an hour, I think.
Oh, okay.
This was calculated. This season was calculated to 45 minutes.
So,
Okay, no problem.
how long's a lap at Red Bull Ring in these cars? Do you think?
About 120.
I have accepted.
As long as they're not 2 minutes, yeah, it should be shorter. 'cause it's 30 laps at Red Bull Ring.
122.1 is my PB.
Oh, you're slow.
Around 20, then. Yeah.
So we've said.
What's your fastest lap? Tell me.
I mean,
I
around
don't know,
20
I
is
didn't do
long.
much laps. I did like
It should be a 45
Oh,
minute race.
it's got a lot less power than the other Rift 3.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's very torquey, might I add.
Is it
Like,
full yet, I wonder?
For those of you that didn't do the weekly,
More talky than the
really
RSS F3.
I don't know.
Josh, I just realized.
No, surely not.
Josh, you want to hear this?
What? Go on.
So Saturday the 19th, 6 hours of the Glen, then the AFX, plus ARS then.
I mean, I'm not racing in that race. I'll probably end up streaming it, but yeah, that's going to be a tough weekend. I can't wait for that.
Oh, by the way, if you
the first
didn't
race?
yet, go sign up for AFX if you will.
Yes, absolutely. Sign up for AFX. How many slots we got? We've filled
I don't actually know how many we have left.
17 slots now. 17.
Right.
Oh no,
go
minus
sign up
2,
for that.
15. We filled 15 slots at the minute for AFX. So we've got plenty of
Does
spots
that
there.
include reserve?
Wait, are you sure it's 15?
Yes, because
Oh,
there's
'cause reserves,
20
yeah.
signed up, minus 3 reserves, minus 3 who didn't
Don't have a league license.
don't have a league license or asked to be removed.
Yeah.
And AF1 is currently at 28 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 22. We have 22 signed up for main driver for AF1 next season.
Oh boy, summer's gonna be insane. I'm in AF1, AF2, AF3, AFX. Yes.
I really wanted to join AFX, but I have work every Saturday evening now, except for next week and the week after.
I still cannot believe I got a podium. Would you look at that?
Yeah,
Sorry, yes,
good
Juan
job.
is desperate for an interview, so let's interview Juan. Everyone else, shush. Everyone else, shush.
No.
Fuck.
Juan, congratulations
the
on
interview.
P2 today. Your first podium since AF4 Season 2. How does it feel?
Really great. I cannot believe it yet. I started P15, P16. I just went with the strategy. I didn't even have one. I just went and decided on the go. But yeah, I guess I kept the nose clean and just went through.
Don't think you had any incidents at all, right?
I think I do. I do because I remember there was a crash in the middle of turn 2. I had to go into the wall to save the car.
Okay, that's it. That's fine. You didn't like spin
yeah.
and have to get like
no, I
repair suspension
spawned. I
damage.
spawned into the entry of the pit. I
But
crashed
did you
into the
get-
wall.
Did you get suspension damage?
No, I didn't.
Then okay, you didn't really have an incident.
Yeah.
Actually, if you didn't have that spin, you would. If you didn't have that sort of half spin, you would have been able to maybe challenge for the lead
Yeah.
at that point, which might have kept you in the battle.
Yeah, that is true. I could have been for the lead, but at least I didn't expect at all to be around the top 5, not even top 3. This wasn't in the plan.
I had to pit 3 times in the first 30 laps.
I
I was
pitted-
trying to pit 3 times on the whole race.
I pitted on lap 30. What is it? 32. Then no more. I did way more. Yeah, I ended up doing more laps than the lead at the first stint. So I guess that's why I catched up, as well as Lowy just having problems with lap cars and stuff. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Juan, for that interview. I will drag you back now.
Did you just kick it?
Yeah, I moved to streaming channel.
Time to kick.
Reverse.
Oh, you just said foot and then got kicked.
Let's talk to the drivers' champion. That would be the one and only Jack Olivier.
Yes, hello.
Congratulations on the drivers' championship. You really had the pace on the road courses, but what was happening on the oval courses?
Just clapped, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, ovals are a bit of luck and a bit of oval skills that I do not have, as I never did an oval race before. So I got in like a few incidents in both races. So yeah, that's why I was shit in both of them.
To be fair, it was quite difficult to avoid incidents in the Daytona 250. I don't think anybody got away without
I
crashing.
One too, but yeah.
Excellent. And are you coming back next season? Yes, you are. I
think I am.
I see. I see you in the list. So yes.
Yeah, I signed up. But the thing is, I have like athletics championships coming up, so I won't be able to do every race. I think, but I try to do as many as possible. And my dad signed up too, so I may be doing it with him. So it will be
Your
fun.
dad signed up.
I better hope to turn up for many races. I want to have competition.
I'll do my best, but I'm not sure I will be able to do everyone. So
Who's your dad, though?
he's somewhere on this show. I won't
Who's
tell
your
you.
daddy?
Oh no!
You'll know one day, probably.
The only one that stands out for me is Anto.
Yes, that's it.
Ah, right, because he had a French flag.
He's going to need to get his league license pretty quickly.
He did a clean
there's
race. He
your
did a
dad
clean race today. Today I raced him in
right.
the with the F317. Actually, I raced him today, so it was good. It was
Yeah,
good. It was
What a
good.
nice story that's turning out to be.
actually?
Lovely.
What'd you say, Jack?
Does he get his license actually? Because,
No, that
thanks-
was his first race, I think.
No, his second. He did another one before. He did the GT3 one at Suzuka.
Oh wow, that's quite a way back.
Yeah.
Ways back.
A few
We'll
weeks ago,
double
yeah.
check that one. I think
Should
actually
have that,
the league license progress channel should be here as well. So do I see Anto on the
Actually,
list?
now think of it, Jack. If you punish your father, will he punish you afterwards?
To be fair, that hasn't been updated for a while.
I think I'm
I
old enough to
killed
not
Jack's
get
dad
that. So,
today.
Alright,
I mean,
boys.
You got?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay, see you.
See you guys. I'll check about the stream. See what the fuck happened.
See you, Juan. The stream's still live, by the way.
That's fun.
And let's have one more chat with the race winner today and the team's title winner for the second time, Jake Feemster.
Yeah. That's a surprise. I really thought we were out of reach of that.
I completely forgot you'd won that other title. It was season 4, was it? Or did you win season 5?
It was Formula E.
So you're two-time champion in a row.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Slowest guy ever to be two in a row in AF, I'm sure.
No.
Oh, right. No, that's right. Lois had other
There's
teammates,
Lowy.
so.
Because you started this season in a different team, didn't you? You started off at Squeaky Wheels alongside Ben Hayes.
Yeah, in theory.
In theory? Okay, let me rephrase that. You were the only one at Squeaky Wheels at the time. But I guess it's Ben Hayes left and then Felinix replaced and you just rebranded then. And I think that's... Lugas is that Jens's and Beauty's team? Or is
that's
that
Jens. Yeah, Jens came to me
Jens
and said, "Hey, would you like me to have to deal with your teammate situation?" I said, "Yes, absolutely."
So does Mr. Team Owner want to get in on this as well?
I'm currently struggling with Excel.
Perfect comment. This is Lucas's first team's title, but they've been here for a long time.
Oh no,
Is it not? Is it not?
Right? Oh, it might be. No, it is.
It is, yeah. Because you won the AF1 teams in season 4 with C and J.
C and J, yeah, that was
Yes.
C and J. AF2
And
was
River Racing.
And River Racing with the 3 team titles? 3 team titles.
Did you go
2 AF2s and an AF3.
In the Exos 1000, did you go as Lucas?
Yes.
Okay, then technically there's that.
But did they win the teams though? It was who was Jens's teammate at Lugas?
I don't know. Beauty, I think.
No.
I would imagine.
Every time there was a Lugus team, the team disintegrated mid-season.
This time it's done the reverse. It's coming halfway through the season. Talk me through that race then, Jake. It seemed like a fairly kind of a cakewalk for you for most of it.
I was kind of the same pace as Loey, and that was concerning because there had to be something left in there. And I still had that dream of reaching Jake Wilson's prophecy of somebody getting in the 38s, but actually nobody did. Maybe it was impossible. So, but on over the weekend, I found another 10th. So that was good. And then after that, when I realized I was doing a 39.4 with a full tank, I was like, okay, well, I can probably just run away in the race, and then I just need to stay out of trouble.
Did you have any idea about... So this team's title was decided on the fastest lap point. Did you have any idea that how close the fastest lap was? Did you even know you had it?
So I knew I had it because it's really hard. Like, unlike Daytona, 2 cars is always faster than 1. You can run side by side, and you're getting enough side draft with AC's wedge-shaped algorithm to go faster. But I'm glad I got it. I really didn't know. Yeah, I wasn't going for it. I just happened to get a really good draft behind Rubber or Mattia or whoever it was at the time. And so they were just a good distance away, and then I closed up right at the end and got all that time. So it's hard to pass somebody, but if you're a good distance behind them and then you catch up to them on the lap, then you get a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, you timed it perfectly. And also, you got the fastest lap by absolutely nothing. Just because you did that lap 15 laps early. You and Loey had identical times. It was insane.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me because if you got a really good draft, I'm sure a 38 was in there. Like, if you've been able to draft all the way around somehow, take one car on one straight and one car on the other straight would have been great. But I didn't think you have to set that up. That's really hard to do when somebody's trying to race you for position anyway.
I suspect it's possible. We might need to give a role for someone who can do that. That would be cool.
It's just literally setting it up.
It's pretty easy, yeah. If you had 2 cars to help you, it would not be bad. They just have to time it
one
right.
on the start straight, the other on the pit straight. You're done.
Yep.
With Jake doing 30 zeros, 39 zeros in quali, he just needs one slipstream, one good slipstream, and he's there.
Definitely in there. But actually, weird thing that I didn't expect would happen is I gained draft I got draft from a car that was spun out, just waiting on the road. I didn't notice he was there for a long time because I was just looking at my fuel, and then by the time I was actually dodging him, I had gained time on my performance delta because of the draft from a car that's standing still on the road, sideways as well.
Yeah, it's a little limited for AC, but it works. It works well enough, as we've just demonstrated.
Yes. Fucking funny though. I think it was Mythic.
It was me in practice.
Yeah. No, not in practice. I did it in the race.
There too?
Yeah. I don't remember the one in practice, actually.
How many times must I die?
But Josh, are you still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. I'm still live doing this, you know.
Oh, hello.
It's just a good way to end the season, I thought. I can already confirm what we have for round 4 of AF1. Because it's gone past half of the main driver field, so I think it's pretty safe for me to say this. It is going to be Buenos Aires.
No.
For round 4.
It's so fun.
It's honestly amazing.
Race there.
With 18 votes for Buenos Aires compared to 7 for Dijon and 4 for Botany Ring.
Okay, well, please use Dijon for another thing because it's great.
No!
I agree.
That's just because it's French. Haha.
No, it actually is fun.
I mean, it is fun. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on the driver vote. But still, Buenos Aires is much better, in my opinion. In my very humble opinion.
The weird thing is, Buenos Aires is also a really late edition. We switched it out for something else. It was the last thing to go on the calendar.
Should we say what we switched it out for?
Yeah.
Monaco.
I think we should. Yeah, Monaco.
Monaco.
Monaco and Buenos Aires.
We already had 2 chaotic street tracks on there. We didn't need a third.
Yep.
You already have 2 meme tracks.
Yeah, we didn't need the holy trinity of death street tracks, so I thought, okay, let's stick something else in. Buenos Aires. We also said any driver vote with Monaco in will win. So there's no point.
Except Buenos Aires won by a landslide as well.
Buenos Aires won by a landslide, more than I could have ever expected.
Probably less than Monaco, but still.
Monaco would not have won.
No, 100% would have won.
No, most people hate Monaco.
I mean, I could just confirm that racing at Buenos Aires is much better than Monaco, because you can overtake. Wow. That's a new concept, isn't it? It's a very new concept for...
Buenos Aires isn't as narrow as people think, actually.
Yeah, it looks narrow, but it's not actually that narrow. It's weird. I was in the same boat as well. I thought, oh, it's too narrow.
You look from the way off, it's like, oh, it's really narrow, and you just put a car there, like car for scale, and it goes, oh, it's like room for 5 cars. Fair enough.
It's about as wide as the start straight on Monza, actually. Really not that, you know.
Can I ask how Norris Ring ended up in the calendar?
Because F3.
F3, it's like Macau. It's a really like, how do you say that?
Iconic. F3.
Iconic race, yeah, for that car.
So,
Anyway, I think with that we'll end the stream. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today, and all throughout the weekend. Next weekend we've got a great lineup. We've of course got the Steward stream tomorrow at 6 PM UTC. Then we've got TT Assen for AF3 on Friday. That's the Friday the 11th of June at 6:30 UTC. Saturday is the return of AF2 for round 2 at Fuji, the one without the death chicane at the end of the lap. That's on the 12th of June. Practice for that starts at 4 PM UTC. Coverage for that should start at around about 7:30 UTC. Sorry, 6:30 UTC. And then what have we got on Friday? Nothing. Saturday rather, nothing. Sunday, bugger. I'm drunk. No, I'm not. That's it for that's it for AF this week. See you tomorrow.
Bye guys.